This episode of Daily 1UPdate is brought to you by the U.S. Air Force.
Good afternoon. This is your Daily 1UPdate for Thursday, September 9, 2010.
Yep.
I'm Frank Cifaldi.
And I'm hungover, so it's really awesome that you say that as loud as possible.
Hey, you know what else makes me want to be loud?
What's that?
2 birthdays to celebrate today.
Yes, birthdays all over the
Today,
place.
September 9th. Yay!
Oh my God,
birthday!
it's all Lawrence Welkin here all of a sudden. God, stop it! You're like tar and feathering me with this crap. Okay,
Today is the 11th birthday of the Dreamcast.
Of the Dreamcast.
In the United States.
Yeah.
And the 15th birthday of the Sony PlayStation.
Yeah.
We've got some stories on 1UP this morning celebrating this.
Yep. I think like Imagine Babies probably came out today too.
Yeah,
I don't know. We were like the old.
There's probably some other Jesus Christ. Probably some other birthdays too, but more importantly, PlayStation and the Dreamcast.
Yeah, those are the ones. Can we get away from the birthday stuff?
That bubble's still here.
Yeah, it's going to be around. It'll creep up on us again later. Are you a good witch or a bad witch? Also, Microsoft suspended one of their players for being from Fort Gay.
Well, how dare he?
I know, but
How
yeah,
dare
he was
he?
not being a smartass or anything. He lived in Fort Gay, West Virginia, and somebody was a little quick pushing the button, and they reinstated him and apologized for not using Google or
So it was
or Bing
someone at Microsoft who pushed this button, right? It wasn't a fellow user that was.
No, it was a fellow user that reported him, and somebody said, "Oh yeah, he's dead.
Okay,
You know,
I
we
see.
can't have that." So, yeah, watch out if you're like from Brest, France, or fucking Sweden,
Or Lake Titicaca.
or Muff, Ireland.
Man,
these are real places.
Yes, I know.
So, yeah.
I'm sure you have a mental database of these places.
I do. It's important.
Probably continue going with that. So, PopCap, the publisher of Plants vs. Zombies and several casual games, including Bejeweled.
Very successful publisher.
Very, very successful.
and very
developer
successful,
publisher.
still independent publisher.
Still independent, but they have been offered some acquisition proposals. In an interview with Develop, they revealed that in 2002, Microsoft came to them offering to purchase the company for $5 million. A quote from
That would have been smart, actually.
Jason Kapalka, I believe, from PopCap, said, they sat us down and gave us this long speech about why our company is worth $5 million at a time when we had $4 million in the bank, which I think is kind of awesome and sounds like a very Microsoft thing to do.
Yeah.
They, of course, said no. 2 years later, there was an offer for $100 million. They turned that down, too. They don't necessarily say that, in this interview at least, that they are above acquisitions.
Yeah.
They say it's possible, but
Microsoft
so far
keeps
nothing
throwing
is.
peanuts at them. It's like, whatever you're worth, we'll pay half of that.
But so far nothing has worked out, according to Kapalka.
So Microsoft is pretty much just in the business of making these guys feel really good about themselves, like every few weeks.
Well, the $100 million offer wasn't necessarily from Microsoft.
Oh, okay. Yeah. It was an offer.
Just an offer from somebody.
Well, lots of people making offers, nobody making an offer.
So what else is on 1UP today?
We've got the video game nudity feature.
Yeah!
That's always fun. Least flattering nudity in video games, though. So this isn't like good nudity. This is like Kane and Lynch nudity.
I have yet to see good nudity in a video game.
Yeah, me too. Actually, I don't think I've ever really been titillated by a video game.
Let's work on that feature.
But yeah, we have Duke Nukem in there naturally. Shake it, baby. And Kane and Lynch. I didn't realize there was actually a whole nude level in Kane and Lynch, where tubby guys running around with their comb overs and things hanging out.
You know what's not on here, I don't think, is Raiden from Metal Gear Solid 2 was a bit unflattering.
Oh yeah, I think a lot of people are saying, why is he Raiden in there? Because
what are their comments? Yeah.
That was actually kind of funny.
It was
so
funny.
I was okay with it. But we also have 2 of David Cage's games on there.
Yes.
I think Indigo Prophecy and Heavy Rain. And I don't entirely agree with this, but I did think it was funny. The author points out, it seems creator David Cage's calling card in his games is not pushing the medium towards more ambitious and mature storytelling, but rather wedging in passionless humping. Which, if you've seen those sex scenes,
especially Indigo Prophecy with like the PlayStation 2 era.
Yeah, it's just. It's like banging 2 Barbies together or something. It's just not great.
Which, while sexy, is not quite titillating, in a video game context. But at home, you never know. Final note for us today, following up on the story of Brian Wood, the lead designer at Relic, who died in a car crash. They have set up a memorial fund for his wife and his unborn child, and I believe we have a URL on the screen, probably right now.
Good.
Saying where you can go donate money. We have, you guys should too. And we're gonna end the show with a video clip from a game called Dark Star, which I bet you hadn't heard of.
I had not heard of this, and I kind of wish I hadn't.
Dark Star is described as an interactive movie
Oh my God!
Yeah.
This is amazing. We're living in the
because
future.
we haven't had a full motion video game since the Sega CD,
Yeah.
or I guess the PlayStation 1, which turned 15 today.
Oh. Well, we were just talking about Heavy Rain.
So it's been so long since we had a full motion video game that they've actually had to redefine the term and call it an interactive movie. And what's interesting about Darkstar, there's a couple interesting things.
Well, first it was made in 2001.
Yeah, it was shot in 2001. Half of the cast came from Mystery Science Theater 3000. Just in acting roles. They didn't write this or anything.
No, they're just in it, and it doesn't really look good. I'm sorry.
No, it's also.
I was like, count the lens flares if you can.
And the narrator of this game, in his final role before he died, is the host of Biography, Peter Graves. Yeah. So we're going to lead off with a teaser trailer for Darkstar, which finally, after 9 years, has a release date.
The hotly anticipated
November
Darkstar.
Something, I think 5th, from Strategy First.
Yeah.
Publishers of fine products.
We're all over that.
So let's take a look at Darkstar.
It's like a dream, isn't it? You feel as if you're falling through time and space.
My name is Simon, an acronym for Semi-Intelligent Motorized Observation. I can tell you that Palmer is in sleep mode, Perryman is missing, and so is one of the 2 shuttles, and oh yeah, Burke is dead. I'm looking all over for his head, but I haven't found it yet. Oh, I see, you have found it. Jesus.
Hey, careful with that. I'm as real as you are.
You've lost your memory too?
Great stuff. I'm starting to figure things out.
Nobody left a court martial.
Of course, if you weren't so stupid, we wouldn't be in this mess to begin with.
We're making preparations and deciding who lives and who dies.